So I'm just going to pin myself so I can see me keep talking. All right, ladies, thank you for hopping on. I've popped this in record mode just because I had a few who weren't able to make the time live, and I wanted to make sure they get a chance to have a listen to what this is all about. So as much as it's, I can write about the Juicy Circle on my website, I can do posts, etc. I find the easiest way is often to explain it, which is generally why I offer a free 15-minute phone chat. However, I thought I would just save a bit of time and just offer everyone the chance to jump in on a webinar, and have a little bit of a listen. So if you haven't met me before or worked with me before, I'm Carla Thomas, and I'm a holistic health coach specializing in mind body medicine via flower essences. I am also a speaker. I have worked for the Juice Plus company now for close to 9 years, and I'm also hold ambassador roles for Fearless Activewear, for Hempel, and very soon I will be coming out as one of the modern day women with Jen McMahon, which is exciting. Aside from that, I also am an author of a book called The Juicy Movement. I'm the co-author and co-writer for majority of the ebooks known as the Juicy Life program, which is something we work in with the circle here. I always generally forget something, but that's okay. You can always look it up. You get the gist. But I am very, very passionate about what I do when it comes to educating others and helping them find or release their natural potential for wellness through holistic approaches to health and well-being. Predominantly women like you, women like me, who very much are looking for ways in this modern world to not forget about ourselves and remember that it's okay to put ourselves first and make time for ourselves. That was definitely me, and that's how the Juicy Circle came about a little over 2 years ago. I remember driving to a meeting, and I kept thinking, how do I find a way to bring women together who are feeling isolated or alone in their journey for health, knowing what that had been like for me. Quite often when we want to make some amazing changes in our health, there is nobody around us in our own current warm circle who is on that same path, and it can feel very lonely. And I know for me, starting my journey at 22, 23, most of my friends were definitely not at that phase of life. So to find my community and my people and my tribe to be able to talk to, listen to, feel understood where I was at was so important in helping me stay on track. And that's where, when I was just sitting in the car thinking, you know what, I'm just going to organize these small coaching circles, because I really believe that having that intimacy, having a small amount of numbers, but having somewhere where people can go, all right, you're my peeps, you're who I can turn to and lean on and help me stay accountable. And not laugh at me when I message something about kale or a question around health, because you're thinking that too, is really, really it's a beautiful thing. And so I launched a group in May to see how it ran, and the feedback was amazing, and it's something that I've just continued to do every month since then. So there's a new circle every month. Sometimes we have 5 girls, sometimes we just have 2, but because of the extended community, you always have more than you even bargained for, which is an amazing thing. So what's it involve, and who is the Juicy Circle for? Well, basically it's a 4-month slow burn program. The reason being is I am very much about putting in that time and investment for the long-term outcome. And, 4 months is actually a very small time period in the grand scheme of things, but it's enough to start to establish those juicy routines and holistic habits to be able to get you going, without me down the track, or have found those ways in taking care of yourself and coming back to that all-important self-care plan again. So it's slow burn. As I said, I'm looking to help create a long-term lifestyle for you guys, or you girls, I should say, ladies, not something that's a short, quick, fixed plan. And for me, I'm going to be really upfront. It's very much a 2-3 year you know, plan in the making when I was establishing kind of, you know, getting my health on track. And it's never ending, you know, but in order to really find that sort of routine or way of life, it takes some time. So it's nothing drastic. This doesn't involve any major time commitment on top of what you've already probably got going on in your busy lives. There's no rigid rules or regimes, because health is supposed to be fun and enjoyable. Life is supposed to be fun and enjoyable. And I want to show that you can absolutely have the best of both worlds. And for those of you who have worked with me or follow me, you will 100% see that I love to still go out. I love to dine. I eat all sorts of food. I love a good time with my girlfriends. I love a drink. I love a dance floor. So, you know, you see that I absolutely enjoy life, but I also enjoy everything I do from that healthy aspect as well, which is super important. So anyone and everyone can benefit. Everyone's reasons coming to work with me on the GC Circle is always different, whether it just has to do with bettering overall health and well-being, whether it has to do with just getting fit, or, you know, weight loss or weight gain, whether it has to do with finding that colour and glow in the face again and the eyes, whether it has to do with getting rid of a skin condition, or whether it has to do with helping with an allergy, whether it has to do with helping immunity. The reasons are all different, but as I said, everyone can benefit. And a lot of the time coming into something like this, your reasons to come in, yes, you'll feel a benefit, but you'll have a ripple effect in 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas as well that you hadn't even thought about or bargained on, because that's the beautiful effect of, you know, having a holistic approach to living. You tend to find that other areas of health improve as well. So the things that I focus on in is nutrition, mindset, movement, self-care, low-tox living, cleansing, natural beauty, and just making health achievable, you know, with those long-term habits. So how do we do this? Well, we utilize the GC Life program. So this is a library of 11 ebooks that you can use or follow as you please. This is what I love about it. There's examples of templates and on a healthy menu. There's recipes in there. There's guidelines to daily rituals. There's information in terms of webinars and resources, but it's all there for you to be able to flick through and use as you please over these 4 months, depending on what you were drawn to first or feel that you're really resonating with, which I think is great. So you also get me as your personal coach. So the fabulous thing is, instead of paying for a one-on-one consult like you normally would, you can access me basically as much as you like, or and to a limited amount over those 4 months. Obviously within reason and within time frame. I won't answer my phone at midnight. But, you know, I'm there basically to be able to cheer you on and be your holistic whole food cheerleader throughout this time, which I absolutely love. And the more you reach out to me, the more I actually love it. So that's the great thing about it. Plus I check in weekly anyway with a group text. You'll get online support in the form of our extended community customer group called the GC Life. We have about close to 4,000 people in there, but you will also be a part of an exclusive GC Circle Facebook group, which all the girls who are either part of your group or any existing group get to remain in. And there's just a weekly post in there that's a lowdown of some things going on or coming up, should it have been missed if you're not on my subscription list or you're not on, you know, Facebook or Instagram regularly to see it. You know, that will include things like events coming up that you can, of course, tap into, because we know the more we educate ourselves, the more we empower ourselves to make good decisions for ourselves. And then, yes, so the support group's there, so you know you're not alone. And then you will also get a copy of my book, The Juicy Movement, just to utilise and refer to for more inspo throughout the 4 months. You know, again, this is just about a reflection of what I've been doing or what I've created to find my best version of health. And in there, I hope that you can find inspiration and ideas to continue to improve and find yours. So that's something that you will get. Of course, now you also get your whole food supplement package. So the one that I utilise is Juice Plus. So your daily supplements are these ones here. We've got the fruit blend, the vegetable blend, and the berry blend. And then, of course, there are, excuse me, vegan omegas for those who are looking to up their good quality fats. And then for those who want to get into smoothies, utilize sachets or shakes as a healthy snack or option, and then also get into making healthier treats and desserts and recipes and breakfast options, we have the complete sachets. Now, the package will vary depending on what we start you with, but the daily supplements are a non-negotiable as part of this, simply because it's a supplement that I've been taking for close to 10 years myself now. Now, most people are not that loyal to a supplement unless it really works for them. So 10 years is a long time. I like to think it's helping me age backwards, like a bit of a Benjamin Button. Feel free to comment on that if you like. Yeah, it's also the fact that because it's all whole food based, which is what I love to do here, help you up your plant-based intake, and it's also research backed, which is very, very important to me, because it's the quality kind of research that money can't buy, and you know, everyone from doctors to dentists to exercise physiologists can stand by, which is super important, holistic counsellors like myself. So that's your daily supplement pack, a copy of my book. But what I really wanted to make about this program is that it was affordable. And so for me, when I sat down to look at how to piece and price this all together, I decided the only cost factor was going to be the products, not the ebooks, not my book, not the free coaching, just the supplements. So you're looking at around $5 to $7 a day. And I mean, let's face it, we never second guess spending that per day on a cuppa, a snack, you know, an evening wine, you know, an item of clothing. But for some reason, we balk when it comes to investing in our health. And why? Well, sadly, because most of us, and women in particular, are very guilty of this, is we just don't value our health enough. We actually value that glass of wine, which is okay, time to time, and coffee or snack or pair of shoes versus our own health and well-being, or over ourselves. And I'm a huge believer that there, you know, are no expenses, there are only priorities. Because believe me, when I started my health journey, I was a full-time student living out of home. Money was definitely not something that was at my fingertips. And yet I never ever wavered at those few things, like my supplement program, like my healthy eating, like my markets, because I knew that was way more important than anything else. If I didn't have my health, I wasn't going to be able to function at studying, at working, at dancing. So I really urge you today to not ever let price come in between being a factor between you and your health, because it's just not worth it. And we know that because when we're not feeling great, they're the times we realize that without our health, we really have nothing, nothing to give ourselves and nothing to give others, and everything else that we love to do and are passionate about. So that's, yeah, it's 100% a necessity to be able to invest. And $5 to $7 a day is pretty much next to nothing. And we offer different payment plans and programs as well. So just to give a quick rundown, because I started a little bit late, weeks 1 to 4 will be all around setting goals, celebrating your wins and your challenges, because challenges are how we learn, and then nothing to be seen as negative, gratitude, and also introducing more plant-based nutrition and why. So about going vegan or veg or anything like that, it's just learning how to up our plant-based nutrition. And then weeks 4 to 12 is more all around movement and self-care and creating those beautiful, holistic, juicy rituals. Weeks 12 to 16 is, you know, you're finding your flow. So it's really about just having those habits established now, and finding that routine and that jive where you don't have to sort of think about it as much. It's now sort of starting to happen for you, where you don't forget about it. We'll look at the gut health a little bit more. We'll also look at low tox living, and utilizing webinars and resources, and also a bit at cleansing. You'll see that we have various discounts on offer with our juicy partners, which is amazing. And also you'll get access to online and live events, some free, some paid, but all ways that you can basically keep feeding into, you know, that self-education around your health and well-being. And then at the end of the 4 months, you've really set yourself up this beautiful holistic approach to well-being, where you're maybe not needing so much hand-holding or so much reminding, because you're so rock solid in it yourself. And if not, we're always still here, in the extended communities too. You can't get rid of us, so you'll always be able to tap into that. because it's only really just the beginning of your health journey. If you would like to hear more about some stories of women that have been a part of the circle before, participants, hop onto my website. I'm just going to pop it up here in the testimonial section, and feel free to have a little bit of a read of client stories and get a feel for what it's all about. There we go. And yeah, see what their experience is like as well, because, you know, it's not just me that you can, you know, need to trust or listen to. I'm sorry. Don't know what happened. That was on silent. It shouldn't have run. Other than that, we are kicking off on July the 5th, so that's next Friday. So if you'd like to jump on board with the GC Circle, if you haven't already signed up yet, or you want to know more about it, just send me your questions. I'm more than happy to jump onto the phone with you still for that 15-minute free chat to get you signed up, or just clear up any questions you have so we can make sure we get you started feeling clear and, more importantly, really excited about everything and ready to go. So spots are still open. As I said, we don't start till next week, but we want to make sure we get everything organised so you can kick off with the GC bang. And just to finish off tonight, I just wanted to finish with a quote which I really love, which is self-care means giving the world the best of you instead of what is left of you, when that's what this is all about. So thank you so much for joining or for listening. If you are coming into the recording, I'd love to have you part of the GC Circle of July if you haven't signed up as yet, but I'm super excited to be able to work with you and help you find and release your natural potential for wellness. Thanks, ladies. See you later.
Bye.